At the point when Samsung revealed the Galaxy Tab S8 territory, the emphasis was on the all-new Ultra model with its freakishly huge display, widescreen structure factor, and surprising indent. Less fight was made of the base Tab S8, which is a disgrace, on the grounds that with its more reasonable shape and reasonable value this is a greatly improved tablet for most of individuals, yet packs the key specs you could have your eye on in the Ultra. Design and fabricate. Thin and agreeable size. Metal body. Triplet of varieties. Samsung hasn't pushed the boat out with the design of the standard Tab S8, which seems to be last year's Tab S7, and for sure like most other present-day premium tablets. The 11-inch display is the littlest in the Tab S8 territory, however this is as yet a regular tablet, not a small model. It's light and thin however, simply 6.3mm thick, which is somewhat more than the Ultra yet remains astonishingly slim. The made right edges to the metal body are agreeable to hold, and there's a sufficient bezel around the display to give you space to rest your thumb and fingers, a significant tablet thought. That is the explanation you don't need an edge-to-edge screen here. The S8 is likewise accessible in a decision of 3 tones, the basic silver I've checked on, a hazier graphite, and a pink gold that is substantially more the previous than the last option. On each model the back is interfered with exclusively by the little camera module, and a dark strip that runs underneath it, where the S Pen pointer is planned to connect. There's no IP rating for residue or water obstruction, however this is genuinely normal for tablets still. The display is covered in protective Gorilla Glass 5. Not the top norm, however adequate, and the metal back feels sufficiently solid. One peculiarity about the Tab S8, basically contrasted with the remainder of the Reach, is that it has a physical, side-mounted unique mark sensor, which is incorporated into the power button. I've found it dependable enough that I haven't missed the under-display choice too gravely. However, assuming you know your tech, you might understand that this offers the Tab S8's other large spec compromise, the screen. Display and sound. 11-inch LCD display. 120Hz refresh rate. S Pen pointer support. Indeed, the Tab S8 is the main model in the line to utilize a LCD display as opposed to AMOLED. It's a little disgrace, and means display quality here won't match its greater siblings. Yet I don't figure you want to see it as a deal breaker. For a certain something, the board actually flaunts the equivalent 120Hz refresh rate as its friends, so you'll get similar advantages of smooth looking over and movements. Furthermore, this might be a LCD, however it is a decent LCD. No, it can't exactly raise a ruckus around town so in Kai Blacks of OLED, however this is as yet a brilliant board. Colors are splendid, punchy, and distinctive, and the 2560x16 gold packs in a lot of detail. Maybe this won't exactly satisfy the guidelines of those searching for a tablet to use for professional innovative work. However, any other person will view this as completely adequate for Instagram, Netflix, and gaming. The Tab S8 likewise upholds Samsung's S Pen pointer, which is the main frill included with the tablet in the crate. This is perfect for doodling or note-taking. And because of Samsung's Air Activity Easy Routes is likewise a convenient device for everyday use in applications going from the internet browser to the camera. It connects attractively to the tablet's back when not being used, and remotely charges while there. Specs and execution. Flagship Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 chip. Up to 256GB expandable stockpiling. Discretionary 5G help outside the US. Execution is one region, where the Tab S8 easily stays aware of the remainder of the Reach. Like the other Tab S8 models, it's outfitted with the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 chip, the organization's flagship from recently, matched with 8GB of SLAM. The Tab S8 is strong enough for any everyday activity, including a lot of performing various tasks. But on the other hand, there's sufficient oomph for gaming or inventive work, so this can be a productivity force to be reckoned with or a gaming machine inasmuch as the display isn't a problem for your utilization case. You likewise get a decision of either 128GB or 256GB of stockpiling. And on the off chance that the last option actually sounds tiny to you, fortunately there's a microSD card opening so you can grow it further, up to 1TB. Of course, the tablet is Wi-Fi just, supporting the most recent Wi-Fi 6E norm. In the US, that is the main choice. However, in the UK, Europe, and different business sectors, there's the choice to move up to 5G but with a genuinely steep extra charge. So ensure you'll get use out of the 5G before you focus on the redesign. Camera and video. Essential sets of back cameras. 12MP selfie shooter. 4 Kelvin video on front and back. I'm as yet not completely certain how frequently the back cameras on tablets are utilized for stills photography. Beyond a periodic confounding traveler, yet they remain. However, justifiably, Samsung hasn't kitted the Tab S8 with an outright top-spec arrangement. All things considered, you get a couple of focal points, a 13MP principal camera, and a straightforward 6MP ultra-wide. Photographs are fine if necessary after all other options have been exhausted. And the choice to film 4K video, yet restricted to 30 FPS, will help when you really want to show something off on a video call. The ultra-wide is obviously essential, and that focal point specifically could probably have been dropped. On the front side, a 12MP selfie camera is settled in the bezel, fortunately not in that frame of mind as on the Ultra. This is likewise fit for 4K at 30 video. And obviously this is probably going to get undeniably more use as a camcorder in calls than it at any point is for stills. It's okay at both, however not extraordinary, an undeniable region for improvement. Software and updates. Android 12. Enhancements for performing multiple tasks and productivity. 4 years of Android refreshes promised. The Tab S8 ships with Android 12, running Samsung's One UI Android skin on top. In the event that you've not utilized it previously, One UI is currently one of the better Android variants around. You'll need to tolerate many committed Samsung variants of standard applications instead of the Google reciprocals, and there are a couple of outsider applications pre-introduced as well. The advantage is a clean and genuinely liquid working framework, one that advantages from a large portion of the best advantages of the center Android operating system, plus Samsung's own advantages. The organization is especially great at tablet improvements, with a variety of parted screen and performing various tasks choices that capitalize on the screen space, alongside a work area-esque DeX interface choice. Samsung has essentially promised to ultimately overhaul the Tab S8 to Android 12 leaders. The tablet streamlined form of the operating system as of late disclosed by Google, however it's not satisfactory how much this will change the experience. However, as a general rule, refreshes are major areas of strength for a, similarly as with its most recent phones. Samsung is promising 4 years of Android variant updates, alongside a 5th year of safety support. That is by a wide margin the best update promise in any Android tablet, and near the lifespan of iPads as well. Battery and charging. Agreeable battery duration. 45W wired charging. No charger included. The Tab S8 has decent battery duration, helped by a liberal 8000 mAh in our benchmark test. This conveyed pretty commonplace tablet life, not a huge deal, however nothing to grumble about by the same token. As a work gadget this should endure during a time of steady use, while on the off chance that you're bound to simply get it sometimes you ought to find the S8 cheerfully runs for a couple of days. Critically, I saw pretty negligible battery decline while on reserve, so you don't need to stress a lot over it passing on the off chance that you haven't gotten it for a little while. Finally, thanks for watching this video. See you again next time.